Sup my little pulselings, how's it going? Hope all is well in your world. If you like the video, subscribe and you'll be notified when another one's up. Sup pulsers, how's it doing? Thanks for joining me today. We are looking at Corsair Cove. This is a really cool like pirate city builder, and this is very much how you build on the sides of cliffs and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool game. Now I must say I have turned down all the graphics. This is with the graphics lower, and the water in this looks beautiful still. I've even got breakage on the sea line front, which is awesome.
Feast your eyes on this blighted rock, me mateys. It may be our home for the foreseeable future.
War.
Well then, let's start with the basics. We'll need shelter first of all. Camp and a few tents should do for now. And if there's not enough room on the ground, well, why not build on the walls as well?
That's the plan. Open the connections menu. This is for just the pathways between places. Every single thing must be connected to your main
It appears
area.
we're not the first to be stranded here. Perhaps we'll find gold in these scattered wrecks.
I combed through them with the crew already. Anything we could find, we've gathered at our beach.
Now your little guy's gonna go out, grab some stuff, and they're gonna start building for you. This is your actual shipwreck. This was your original ship, or part of it. You got bits of it down here, you got bits of it by the cove as well. As you can see, you've got this whole area to mess about in. You've got other resources as well. Graphically, this is very nice. Now, the actual building side of it is very, very simplistic. Got some salt down there. Seashells. They've done a really good job of making it easy, even if you're not really good at building giant bases.
At least we sent her to the depths for good.
It takes more than that to kill a captain. We haven't seen the last of her. Mark my words.
Now, this is your main area where all your people are going to be and your information. Even if you build up size of the camps, you still need to come here for basic information. So this will tell you what your pirates are doing, where they are. Now here, these are your pirates who have no jobs at the moment. These are your pirates with jobs. Where it says assign builders, it will take it out of the pool of non-workers. Where it says working hand and fetchers, you need to keep an eye on that. If you run out of fetchers, it's really going to slow down your building of any homes or anything like that. This pool, no matter how many houses you build, you could build 200 houses. You have 28 until you get some more assigned to you through events, such as castaways washed up on the shore and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter how many houses you have. This number's not going to go up unless you get them through special events and stuff like that. Now your satisfaction level is designed to be done with food and alcohol. They're the main two. Now the tents, either you can have them on the ground like this, you can have them up on the walls. You can do this with all your buildings as well, all of them, which is just awesome. So the first one I'm going to build is here. You're allowed to be connected and to actually build. And I'm going to do it around here. And this is the cool part. If you don't want loads and loads of houses, because you don't like the looks of it, you can actually come around into the cove, build on all these walls. You've got to navigate around all these cliffs and all kinds of stuff like that. You can just have all these houses over here that you want. It's going to take a while to build it all up, but let's just give you a rough idea. This is just a demo. Look, you can build all houses like that. That's going to do you for a fair part of the game. Because you don't want, maybe you just don't want it all here. Because when it comes to things such like your food and the alcohol, they are big buildings. They take up a big area like this. So you need quite a bit of cliff face for them to actually build on.
Our meager salvage won't last forever. We need to make more planks.
We have enough to build a ship. I say we leave as soon as that is done.
We'd be fools to let this chance slip us by. You'll see, Honorata. This is just the start.
Now, when it comes to buildings like this, you need to make sure you actually connect them to your main camp. Now you guys can run over there, they start building. And you've basically got an infinite amount of wood. Like I said, the resource gathering on this is really good. I've got to build a sawmill. Just above there. When it comes to coin construction resources, you'll need that to build things like warehouses and special buildings. So as you can see, your amount of sign builders will go up and down according to what you build. So even though there's loads of guys in those buildings, it doesn't necessarily mean you've got the pirates. If you come down here, it will tell you required houses and provided houses. So the information on this, I think it's really well done how they spaced everything out. Plus, I like the idea of pirates. And yes, in the tutorial, we're going to get our own little pirate ship. Straight at them. Now what you do is you chain this with warehouses, and that means the warehouse will always take the planks from here. When it comes to stone, put up one over by the stone mill and you're pretty much sorted. So what you're going to say is, I need all my planks to start gathering in here. And then when it comes to building, all your stuff's already in here. Let's speed up a little bit more. Warm.
Good. Now let's empty our shipwreck and demolish it for more space.
So you come here, push the plus sign, and you say, I want all those planks to go into here. And that'll fill it up with planks. And this one's automatically gathering the wood, so you don't have to tell it to do that. That's pretty much how it goes. Now, I'm going to tell you, gather from a second resource. Yeah. Well, I've got to click on the demolish part, have I? I didn't have to take out all the wood this time. Ooh.
Something requires our attention.
Well, I need to connect it over here. There you go. Now that's connected through here into the main camp. Get my cohesion. Shows how well your pirates are in the events. The crew's uneasy. Something requires our attention. These are the events that will take down your cohesion with the crew. Same as if you accept a load of pirates as well. That can also affect it, but there are things that can get you bonuses in this area as well. Sinking enemy ships. Yeah, that start fights. So we've got castaways. I'm going to get rid of them from now because it gives me less cohesion damage. And now they're going to walk the plank.
Tough times call for hard choices.
Gonna go feed
Good
fishies.
crew sticks together through thick and thin.
Wow.
Lose that cohesion, and everything will fall apart.
I like the animations in this as well.
Well, I for one am starving. Is there nothing to eat on this uncivilized rock?
Where's that bloody pig? I'm in the mood for stew.
I'm going to put that just there. So I can connect it to the main base. You can also connect like over the water and stuff like that. Connection system is pretty good. Right, speed up a little bit. I get carried away watching little dudes walk about. I like watching little sprites. They do be a bit squeamish. Now, in order to get the food from here, you should just keep building until you have a galley. If I was you, I'd build a warehouse as well. Which is why I build a warehouse. Galley can serve food, but when you've got more than one kitchen, sometimes you're going to build kitchens over here as well. You want them to take them to the warehouse, and in the warehouse, you just give them to the galley as quickly as possible. Hearts are outrage. I'm going to pause that. What they're outraged is, they don't have food. They're not done yet. Alright, we are going to get food from here. And you're going to take food from there as well. Once the food starts going through, all hands on deck. Campfire. What all hands on deck does is speeds up your process, but it costs more upkeep. So they build a load of stuff. Swift and decisive actions. Well done. Let's grab ourselves a few drinks. Aye, aye.
Well, this is a start. But for a pirate nest, we're still missing a vital establishment, don't you think?
Yes, we are.
Ah, yes. A treasury. Or perhaps a high-class brothel.
She means a tavern, posh idiot.
We do need a tavern. So the food resources, you do get more later on. But they're not in the demo so far. So I'm going to build my tavern and drinks over here. And then I'm going to connect via that, and they will build all that. They're going to run the logs over. Then we're going to have ourselves a little tavern. Look at that. A big fat pig over the top. Don't know how the pig goes into making alcohol, but there you go. So, we got a moonshine still. We need a place to actually give stuff out. As well as a warehouse. I don't think I've got the enough material anymore for that. I need gold coins. Without the gold coins, I can't build that. Little parrots. Hey, look at them. The detail on this, I think it's really nice. And don't forget, this is with the graphics turned down to minimum on everything. Because it is a bit of a CPU hog at the moment. But I've got quite an old system. I've got a decent memory, graphics card, but my actual system is a bit old. Look at those seals. I want to make whale meat. What we need on?
Finally, a place to wet me gills.
Wow.
Things are coming together. All that's left is a pier, so we can build a ship.
Rumbulian, we need a tavern keep in here.
Coming.
I like the look of having a few little houses just around there. I think that looks a bit better. We need to build a pier. We go down here to pier. We got 30 out of 178. We need to connect that, or else we're going to have no access. There you go. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? I can get all the way across water as well. So I can just run across. Or is that going too far? No, it's not let me. There you go. Well, 2 ways across. Let's speed this up a little bit. Yo ho and a bottle of rum. A big old. I just got a plate. I think that might be a crow's nest. Who knows? I am skipping the cinematics, and the cinematics in this are really good, but it just takes up a lot of time. One of the things, graphics, I would tell you to turn down the graphics. Cinematic how?
This is starting to look like a little haven.
Did you miss me, pirate scum?
Amara, how the hell did she make it here?
Dun, dun,
Her
dun.
ship is barely holding together.
But she still has her cannons.
Our haven is taking fire. If we don't have a gun tower or better ship ready in time, well, we'd better duck for cover. Everyone, to the tavern!
Where the alcohol is, which can explode. Good idea. The attacking ship has bombarded our island. We lost many pirates and buildings. Minus 10 cohesion. Click on marker and repair. Repair all buildings. Or a couple of pirates' homes. Not too much damage. Speed up. Go, people, go fix. Look at him go. Where do you get a bottle from? We're doing moonshine. In cups. We ain't got no bottles yet.
That rotten wench took our tavern keep. After her.
How? We still don't have a ship.
Then let's build one. It's about bloody time.
Yes, it is. Landlubber. Now, these are the basic ships you get. Up here, you got all the stats of the ship. You got health, supplies, boarding damage. I think it's doing the boarding damage just yet. But we click along, they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And they keep just growing bigger. Look at some of that. Yeah, nice. But that's all we can build right now. Is a little shallow boat. Yeah, that's all we got. We gotta build ship. 15 bits of wood. Build the anchor, the sails, and everything. That's pretty good resource management, quite frankly. We got enough for another warehouse yet? No, I want some gold for warehouse.
Isn't she a beauty?
Wow.
Beauty. It's a floating turd.
And who shall be the proud captain of this turd?
One of us has to, I'm afraid.
Sign the captain. Here it's got their stats. They are quite different. +1 dice next turn. If you do damage to opponents, health. The effect continues. Easy to murder. Perks. Activate power. Increase health by +20%. And gun damage by 20%. Yeah. All or nothing. Gain +3 dice on the next turn. If your dice pool result is less than 5 next turn, it becomes 1. Yeah, I would not take him. Increase supplies by 20 and speed by 20. We've got a red-headed lady. Gain +1 dice next pool. The rest of the combat objective. It increases health by 20% and boarding damage by 20%. Gain supplies based on the outcome. Take ×2 damage to, looks like crew. No risk, no fun. Increase speed by 20 and maneuverability by 20. I'm going to take the red-headed lady. Siren captain.
Legends are true.
Well, that was a manta ray. I like the fact you've got all this stuff swimming in the ocean as well. And if you look up here, I think it is, your other stuff you can build, stone quarry, freshwater supplies, in the actual rocks. So I'm not sure how much building stuff's in there, but there's quite a lot from what I've seen around the area. I like all that. I like that little amount of detail. Right, we need to get some more crew. We're gonna part the crew yet? What part are we on? Pause the sawmill. Right, because we need personnel. I've got to rotate the camera. There's sawmill. Alright, at least 10 crew. Something about the crew. You will need a lot of pirates later on. You're looking at least 100. Because you need crew members, you need people to constantly build. Alright, so we'll do 10 for now.
All shipshape and ready to go.
Amara can't have gone far. Let's get our bearings.
We are the Kraken. Look at that, it's a Kraken. We can zoom out. We can see different things.
We'll seize destiny.
Pirates inhabiting this island. Ooh, we get queens. I could build another warehouse.
Simple as that.
30 odd seconds. That's not too bad, is it?
Ready for action. Blade itches.
End of combat. Why do parrots come in? Seagulls, I understand, but parrots? Why don't they be coming to the fight? Alright, dice pool. Number of dice you roll. Active each turn. Health and crew. If either drops to 0, you lose. Supplies. Most choices cost supplies. You run out of your opponents are limited. You can't do anything if you run out of supplies, but you can do a turn where you get the supplies back. So they determine the effects of your choices. Dice pool. The number of dice your opponent's rolls is active, so both roll 1. But her ability should give me another one. Later on. Health and crew. Some objectives will require you to lower these to certain thresholds. Unlike you, the opponent does not lose automatically if either drops to 0. Because they're cheating. They determine the effectiveness of your opponent's choices. Look at him. I don't like him already just by looking at him. This is your opponent's choice for the current turn. It will be executed immediately with your own. These are your available choices. Current objective. Each choice has a cost of your supplies. That's supplies down there. Right, so I can prevent 3 to 4 damage to a hull. So we still take some damage. I can deal 3 to 4 to your opponent's health, influenced by gun damage and dice results. So your gun's just giving a plus to the dice. Deal 11 damage to health, lose all supplies, and gain 5 treasure. Not available in demo. Now you do get a second amount if you click on here, which will be other options, more defensive, offensive. Some choices gain you treasure. If you win the event, all treasure will be rewarded as a bonus plunder. Roar. The captain's log tracks all objective choices and results effects. Click on the highlighted choice. So 3 to 4 damage. We put a 5. Now your opponent rolls all 5s in dice pool. The outcome will determine the effects of your choice. So we lost some supplies. We lost all our supplies, which kind of sucks. And they lost a bit of health. Your choice: reduce your opponent's health while it has destroyed your supplies. Now a new turn begins. Without supplies, you can no longer make battle choices. Switch to supports. Choose to resupply. Right, so instead of battle, go to support. So you got take 8 damage, take 5 damage to the crew, gain 20 supplies. Take 6 damage to health, gain 10 supplies. Take 2 damage to the crew, gain 10 supplies. And these are basically defensive cards and support cards. Now he's rolling 3 dice, I'm rolling 2. Deal 7 damage to the enemy's health, lose all supplies and gain 5 treasure. Boom.
Good job. To hell with the crown and their cronies. Time for a
Cohesion, coins and supplies. And we've got some gunpowder, which is always a good idea to have aboard a ship that's in fights.
Charming little
Loose gunpowder.
I wondered if there's gold to be found here.
Who cares? We need to find that Spanish wench.
Our ship was in bad shape. Barbas Bay Port is close by. I bet she's there.
We can take in 15 drifters.
These
We'll
people
take them in.
need shelter too. Let's make sure we're providing. Ease off the helm.
Now, I should be able to unboard my mill now. I've got enough people to crew the ship and to have spares. There we go. Right, so how much housing have I got? Required 49, provided 79. War. I can have another camp if I'd like. What's my maximum? So I'm losing 2. I'm gaining 2 in drink and gaining loads of wood. Right, we can build another little campfire down here. And that should help us out with the food, especially when we're going to get more and more people, which hopefully we can do. We've got to send the ship back to the pier. There's the beer. Right, let me just sort this food situation out first. Right, that's because they're completely full. No slots, resources. We'll have this full up. Please. Let them keep going until it's filled right up. You wouldn't go into a deficit, you'd rather have more than not enough, really. Oh, I like everything they've added to this. What we got? Increased transport speed across all terrain. Stockpile resources in the trading post to sell them for coin. That'd be cool if you could do it with wood. Because you've got an infinite amount of wood. And you can build wooden fires on top of the cliffs where the green areas are as well. But I only needed one, so I only built one. When I was practicing the demo, I had loads of them. Increased capability of fiber depots with every rank. Expand deposits capability by plus 50%. Get a trading post.
Cups flow over.
Right, gambling den. For every gambling den boasts all production within pirate camp range for 1 hour. Count of blood depends on a dice roll. Ah, so that's going to be risk and reward. Improve store meal production by +1. Yeah, you need a lot of wood, so I'd go for that actually. The fastest possible downhill transportation, a zip line. Increasing moving material around would also be good, but I'll go for a sawmill for now.
I like to hear.
What we here. Gold Seeker comes well equipped to haul treasures and plunder alike. So does that mean you're going to be able to build your own little trade fleet? Once a ship with this crew type is built, they will be available for hire. Whoa. Extra large cargo deck can store weeks worth of bounty and give her an edge over the shark tooth. If they do the trade element, I hope it's automatic then coming in and out. You haven't got to like build mini fleets of them all. So I don't think that's going to do this game that good. Combat side of it's a bit down to your own preference. Expands deposits capability. I'm wondering if there's a limited amount of stone they can gather. For every salvage dock, reduce ship's construction and repair costs by 5%. That would stack up. Greatly increased transportation speed. Perfect for steer cliffs. Okay, elevators. I want elevators. That'd be awesome. We've got a crow's nest. For every crow's nest, gain 50 gold per event. Oh, got it. Improve sale of marker production by +1. A master can provide high up stats points. I'm liking all this. I think it's really going to be an interesting game.
Task is clear. Let's get to it, me hearties.
We've got cohesion. Right, these are going to be the workers over here. No, it doesn't matter if they're over here or not, but I like the idea of it. Right, we'll do some up here and we'll connect in a sec. Boom. So these guys and gals are going to be the people working in this area. Well, we need a warehouse. Warehouse. I want above. There you go. Got a little warehouse. Put all the stuff you need to make the gunpowder over here. That would look quite nice, I think. We can get fish. +2 soups. +2 soups. Input is fish and water. It's probably better food. Where's the galley? That was Corsair Cove. I really like this pirate game. I think it's pretty cool, the fact that the city building that. Combat, I'm more interested for the city side of it. Yeah, I like the production chains and that. I like the simplicity of it as well. Some of these I think can go over the top where you need like 30 things to make one thing. I kind of like the simplicity. I'd love to have tried out the actual trade side of it. So I want to see if the ships go out on their own or if you have to escort them and stuff like that, which either one pretty good. I mean, I like it. I like the graphics. I like everything. Mind you, I got to remind you that I did have to turn the graphics down to medium because it is a bit of a CPU. So really check whether or not you can run it. But the demo, yeah, I think it explained pretty much everything, and I think it did a really good job. But as always, it's not up to me. It's up to you to do you. This is Pulsebeetle. Thanks for your time. Have a good day. Keep the pulse, and remember. Boop. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see the next one, you can just subscribe and you'll be notified when it's up and running.